All right, let's get right into it. We are going to break down a really simple but incredibly powerful system that's designed to help you, finally, conquer all that digital chaos. It's called the Para method, and it was created by the productivity expert Tiago Forte. The whole idea is to bring a sense of calm and order to your entire digital world. We're talking notes, files, you name it.
Oh man, I think we have all been there, right? You get that sinking feeling in your stomach when you're scrambling to find a file you absolutely know you saved. It's that constant, low-level anxiety that comes from just having too much digital stuff everywhere. And you know what? That's the exact problem this system is built to solve.
So what does this chaos look like? Well, first, your ideas are just all over the place. You've got a great idea in a voice memo on your phone, a key insight from a meeting on a sticky note, and a website you need buried deep in your browser bookmarks. They're all good ideas, but since they're not connected, they're basically useless. And then there's the search. Oh, the endless searching. You're digging through folders with names like Untitled, Downloads, MISC, and my personal favorite, Important Stuff. You're just burning time and mental energy trying to find one single document. It's a total productivity killer.
So what's the real cost of all this mess? Well, it's those amazing insights, those sparks of creativity, those connections you make. They just get lost. They fade away in the clutter before you ever get a chance to do anything with them.
So, how do we fix this? Well, the Para method isn't just about new folders. It's about a fundamental shift in how we think about organization. It's about moving away from those old, rigid systems we all learned in school and embracing something that's way more dynamic and actually useful for, our real lives.
Just think about it for a second. We were all taught to organize things like a library, with big, broad subjects like marketing or history. But your life isn't a library, is it? When you need to launch a product, you can't waste time looking through a giant marketing folder. You need everything for that launch, and you need it right now.
And this quote from Tiago Forte just hits the nail on the head. This is the central idea, organizing for action. It means your entire digital system should be a mirror of what you're actually trying to get done right here, right now.
So here it is, the official definition. The real magic of Para is just how simple and universal it is. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a Google Drive person, an Apple Notes fan, or just using the folders on your computer. The logic is always the same, just 4 categories, all organized by how actionable the information is.
Okay, so what are these 4 magical folders that are supposed to hold your entire digital life? Let's break down the PARA acronym. We're going to go from the most actionable stuff all the way down to the least. First up, P is for projects. Now, a project isn't some vague idea. It has a clear goal, a finish line. It's something you are actively working on to complete. Think, renovate the bathroom or write the research report. This is where all your most urgent, most active information is going to live.
Next up, A is for areas. These are the big, ongoing responsibilities in your life. Things like health or finances. You never really finish taking care of your health, right? And here's a key insight. Projects are often born from your areas. So your health area might inspire a run a 5K marathon project. See how that works?
Then we've got R for resources. You can think of this as your personal library or your curiosity file. It's for all those topics you're interested in but aren't actively working on at the moment. But here's a word of warning. The big trap is letting this become a digital dumping ground. You have to be a little selective here.
And finally, the second A stands for archives. And this is the secret sauce. When a project is done, you don't delete it. You move it to the archives. This gives you this amazing psychological freedom to clear your plate without that fear of, what if I need this again someday? It's all safe in cold storage. And if you look at this table, you can see the simple logic behind the whole system. It all comes down to one word, actionability. It just flows from top to bottom. Projects are what you're doing right now. Areas are what you're maintaining over time. Resources are things you might need later. And archives, that's everything you've already done. It's that simple.
Okay, so this is the #1 spot where people get a little tripped up. So let's make it crystal clear. Planning a specific vacation to Italy, that's a project. It has a start date and an end date. But travel as a general part of your life, that's an area. Running a specific 5K marathon as a project? Health and fitness is the ongoing area. Just ask yourself one question. Does this thing have a finish line? If the answer is yes, it's a project.
All right, theory's great, but how does this actually work day to day, in the real world? Well, the best part is that getting started is almost laughably easy.
I'm serious. That's it. You can do this in less than a minute. Just pick one place to start. Your Notes app, your computer's documents, whatever. Make those 4 folders. Then just start dragging and dropping.
Don't overthink it. The goal here is progress, not perfection. Trust your gut and get started. You can always clean it up later.
And pretty soon, your projects folder starts to look like this. It becomes a dashboard for your life. It's a mix of your professional goals, like creating that sales deck, and your personal goals, like planning that birthday party. With just one glance, you know exactly what you're committed to.
Now, once you have your projects organized, how do you keep making progress on them? Well, for that, we're going to borrow a really cool trick from a kind of surprising source, the writer Ernest Hemingway. He had this brilliant little system to avoid writer's block that we can use for literally any kind of work.
It's called the Hemingway Bridge. It's super simple. Before you stop working on a project, you leave a clear note for your future self. You just jot down exactly where you left off and what the very next step is. This completely eliminates that, where was I feeling, and lets you dive right back into the work next time.
So, you've set up your 4 folders. You're organizing for action. You're even using clever tricks like the Hemingway Bridge. What's the end result? What's the big payoff here? Let's talk about the real-world benefits you're going to see.
Tiago Forte makes 5 big promises about what this system can do for you. You'll stop wasting time hunting for information. You'll gain this incredible focus on what actually matters. You'll build momentum and consistently finish what you start. With your mind freed up from all that clutter, your creativity and productivity will skyrocket. And that feeling of being totally overwhelmed, it gets replaced with a feeling of control and confidence.
And really, this is the whole philosophy in a nutshell. The best organizational system isn't some complex, color-coded beast. It's one that's so simple, so intuitive, that it actually gives you back time and mental energy instead of demanding more of it. Your system should work for you, not the other way around.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Just imagine for a second that all the time you currently spend searching for files, all the mental energy you burn trying to remember where you put things, imagine it's just gone. What will you do with all that new focus? What could you finally achieve?